So there's modernity happening in the 20s, forces of modernism, and there's a reaction to that modernity. There's an emergence of a consumer-driven mass culture that is dominated by business values, making a buck and having a good time. Those of you old enough to remember the 90s, that includes me, there's a lot of that same stuff going around in the 90s. Hey, the Soviet Union is over, let's make money. And it's the me decade, you know, dot-coms and all that kind of stuff. And there's a sense of that. The president in 1920, elected in the election in 1920, is a guy named Warren G. Harding.
He's my favorite president by far.
Personification of having a good time. He doesn't like to work that hard. Why is he president? Because the Republican Party knows they're going to win the election.
He's tall and good looking. That's why.
Those Democrats can possibly win this one. So who are we going to nominate? Well, they got 10 candidates fighting among themselves, and they can't decide who. So they get together in a smoke-filled room at a Blackstone Hotel in Chicago and start talking about the possibilities. And who is it that could win that wouldn't be that tough to deal with? Well, let's see. Well, what about Warren Harding? He didn't like to work that hard. He's good looking. Hell, he's a handsome guy. He likes to take a drink downtown. He loves to play poker with his buddies and have a cigar. He's our candidate. And so they nominated Senator from Ohio, Warren Harding. His father observes, Warren, it's a good thing you're not a woman. Because if you were, you'd be pregnant all the time. You have the ability to say no in any circumstance. He had to agree. This probably. He has a history. I like what he says. For a while, it's his best friend's wife. Then it's a schoolgirl. He, according to one version, impregnates that young lady in the White House. See, Clinton, he's just one more. A long tradition. Warren Harding comes as president, and he's not going to work so hard. He promises the American people what we need is not nostrums, not big talk, but normalcy. We've got to get back to normalcy. Now, is that a word, normalcy? Maybe. I thought normality was a normal. Anyway, he promises a return to normalcy. An end to all this progressive stuff, all this war to say democracy, forget it. Forget about it, he says. And the American people say, yeah, cool. And the progressives say, aha, now he can have it. Because we just give the women the right to vote. Tell me, Warren Harding, they'll vote for the Democrats.
This is pretty.
Women look at Harding and say, ooh, he's kind of cute. He's smart. And they want to have a good time, too. And Warren Harding, in the first election, they win the vote for president. Carries the vote of women. And the progressives say, why won't people do what we tell them? Yeah. They believe in individualism. And so Harding was away. He fills the government with cronies, and his cronies say, now's our time to just loot the government. And that's what they do. They're selling land out in the West, and oil reserves, everything they can possibly do to make a buck. There's corruption rampant. Was Harding corrupt? Probably not. Did he turn a blind eye to it? Maybe. Did he even know about it? Probably not. And finally he finds out about it. And he says to his wife, who he called the Duchess. That kind of Duchess. Duchess, I gotta get out of here. Washington.
The Duchess.
Yeah. Let's take a little trip. And they go out to Alaska. They come to Utah. They go to Zion Park and picture Harding on the dog. And they go to Alaska, come back, they go to San Francisco, and all of a sudden, Warren Harding dies. He has a heart attack or stroke or something. Dies. And there's this huge outpouring of grief for Warren Harding because he seems like a pretty good guy. He's the personification of what the people want. Now, when we find out what's been going on, that popularity, you gotta learn, one thing you gotta learn in life is when to die. Harding died at the right time. Kennedy died at the right time. That's true. And Harding's popularity goes down dramatically once we find out about all the corruption. He is replaced by his vice president, a guy named Calvin Coolidge. who seems to many the opposite of having a good time. He was, to quote one journalist at the time, apparently weaned on a pickle. This is enough.
That's what she said.
Very taciturn, doesn't say a lot.